Okay, engine on, clutch down, engine on. Gear 1. Okay, have a good old look round. Signal. Yeah, signal right to pull off and signal right to turn right where that maroon is. Please don't hit the maroon or the curb, yeah? Lift first and the button. Let go of the gas. Let go of the gas. Lift and the button. There you go. And then the button. Lift harder. Yeah, you can. Hold on. You lift and then the button, yeah? Lift and the button, yeah? Don't go yet, Stop. Alright. When you're ready, yeah? One second. There. Alright, let's be quick about it, yeah? Go. Stay left. We are going there, no, stay left. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. Go left, left more. And now stay right. Not too much. Just go forward as you do it, yeah? Go forward. Stay left. Stay right. And left. There you go, signal left. There you go. Here we go?
Yeah.
Yep, let's go. Alright, meeting time for road, yeah? So it is kind of challenging going in and out of test center, I won't lie to you. Well, that's one thing that's slightly challenging to do in the Pinner. Otherwise, in general, all other aspects compared to other test centres that I know and take students to are relatively easier in Pinner, yeah? Compared to like the complicated roundabouts like Mill Hill, where Apex Corner, you got lots of dual carriages that go up to 50, 60, even 70 miles an hour. Take a left in Pinner and Hendon.
Yeah, I tried Hendon.
Angle yourself. Okay. Okay, so there's some infamous roundabouts that we need to get comfortable with, yeah? Infamous, meaning they are known in general by the people who do tests and live in the area and practice in the area and instructors in general. Infamous because people fail their tests a lot at these roundabouts. So what I'd like you to do is take a right at the end of this road. I'm going to start with the married double mini roundabout. What do you think by married double mini roundabout means?
That is together.
Yeah, and then there's another one that's divorced, which obviously means then it's separate. And they're both infamous. Can we go, do you think? Yeah, make that decision, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of going slow as he went around that bend there. Yeah, so it's literally a double mini roundabout. One's attached and one's slightly separate. Both are quite challenging because they're busy, as well as one is more so challenging in terms of where to position yourself when dealing with where you need to go. We're going to try to do the double mini roundabout from the specific entrance, the infamous entrance where people fail from. Now maximum speed limit here is 20, so you're good where you are with your speed. It does change to 30. This road, I call it Forest Road. It's actually called, I don't even know what it's called. Cuckoo Hill or something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not going to try. Take a left. This here is a very tight route. So where you're turning left into, which is straight ahead now. So left and now go straight ahead into a 20 mile an hour road, and it narrows at the top. So you can see the signs are telling you narrows because pedestrians may be crossing and walking. there's some weird traffic calming measures. There's semicircles, half circle with bricks. Can you see them
That
on the floor?
stone thing.
Yeah, the stone thing on the floor. Don't hit the curb on my left. I mean the bollard on my left. Yeah, so generally you can go around it. It's not a problem. There's no biggie. I think it's there as a traffic calming measure. Maybe they want you to go around it, yeah. But in general, it's okay to go over it as well, especially because you can't go around it when there's an oncoming car coming. Does that make sense? Yeah. You just gotta go around it. As you can see, there's pedestrians over here, so you gotta take your time with the pedestrians. Keep it nice and steady. It's very different to driving in central London. Yes.
Yeah.
Keep left, little bit of gas, yeah, because you need that gas to get up the hill as well now, yeah. All right. And you could go either way, this way, and or drive the opposite way. Take a left. So they're equal routes generally. Equally could come either side, either way, this direction or the opposite direction. Keep on going. Yeah, as long as you take it nice and easy, and that junction, I mean, in that road, stretch of road, it's not that difficult. Keep it nice and steady. Keep on going. I feel like calling it the Shire from Lord of the Rings, but it doesn't really feel like the Shire. Is it the Shire? With the little goblets. What are they called? The little Fredo. Have you watched Lord of the Rings?
I just can't remember those.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called. They're not goblets. A goblet is like, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Is it still 20?
No, it's 30 around here. Good thing about this car, it generally gives you the sort of a inclination of what it could be, or what it historically was, or is, yeah?
Yeah.
Move away from the green cars, take a left at the end of the road. Because it's showing you on the built-in sat-nav, it's 30 on the sat-nav. Get a good angle. Yep. Are you in a good gear? Because you just touched it. You can't be in gear 1 already. Come on, be progressive. Good amount of gas. Again, just generally we're taking the assumption that it's 30. Street lighting. So unless it's a specific sign saying 20, then you know. Let's make progress now. You've dealt with the bend. You've dealt with the parked cars. Try to be progressive. There's nothing to slow down for because it's very clear to see the crossing's quite clear. Yeah. Be progressive now because you don't want to encourage people now on an open stretch of road to feel like, oh, I've got to be aggressive and overtake you. So wherever you can make progress, fine, fair enough. There's a park van, no problem. When there's no park vans and there's no restrictions, just be progressive. Now you can start saying, alright, cool, there's a parked car, plus there's a white car poking out, plus there's another learner, plus it's going to get tight with the cycle lane and so forth. Now you have the reasons to start slowing down.
Otherwise, just progress forward.
And then get another car, just checking your rears as you go around. So we are trying to get to the infamous entrance for the double mini roundabout that's married, and where pretty much everybody generally fails on. I've shown careful with the curb on the left, careful with the curb because they're trying to change gears. I personally would say, if you don't find it comfortable to change gears on a bend, don't. Yeah, don't. So we're going to be coming up to a roundabout. Okay, we're going to be turning left at the roundabout. So now's the time to check mirror signal and actually prepare from it. So you should be braking. Lots more braking. Really great time. Even more braking. Even firmer. Off the clutch. Because no point in changing gears if you're going to hold the clutch because it doesn't actually engage in the gear. You're just disengaged. Does that make sense? So the reason you're going to do so you can get a better gear to prepare on approach. Anyway, I'll let you focus on this. Don't just necessarily glue your eyes right. Look over to the left to see if there's anyone that's going to be shielding you from the left side. That bike, are you going to affect the bike though? Yeah, cool, that's fine. You're waiting. Yeah. So no point going to gear 2 if you're going to keep on holding clutch. Does that make sense? Yeah. There's no reason to then go to gear 2, just stop in gear 3. But try to go to gear 2 before you get to the giveaway of the roundabout. Already engage physically, let off the clutch. That way you can make that decision and be determined to either carry on making safe progress or stopping and then going back to 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is Pinner High Street. We're just about entering the area of Pinner High Street. Pinner Underground Station is coming up on the right hand side. You can see the Underground logo on the bridge. Again, not really relevant to us. They don't really go down there. There is a Sainsbury's there, but it's not a good car park for manoeuvres. Excuse me. I have practiced there, but I don't think they'll get you to do a manoeuvre there. I've never heard of them to go in there. Yeah, so obviously Mr. Scooter is looking cool. Alright. It looks like a desk chair, isn't it? That's kind of cool.
Sort of.
Yeah, it does, isn't it? Okay, straight on at the roundabout. It is a mini roundabout. It's a busy time at the moment. I'm getting up to close to school run. You've got Madame on the right. She's cool. There's a bus stand on our left. So this is the bus stand on the left. So these buses eventually could pull off to start, to start their shift. As a bit of a slopey hill. What's causing the traffic, I guess, is that temporary traffic light at the top. Yeah, that's what's probably causing the traffic. But it is getting close to busy times of rush hour, school rush and stuff. You got a yellow, so you got the zebra crossing. You got people who could run across from the shops on either side. Constantly looking for those tyres on tarmac. So far, how do you find your test area?
It's very busy.
Yeah, it's a busy time at the moment.
I think the actual entrance.
The entrance. Tight. Yeah, the entrance is quite tight. The entrance is quite tight. That's why I took you out and had a discussion about it. Yeah. Other than that, relative to, if you think about it, yeah, we're more flowing around here. Yeah, there's a lot more space. There's a lot more openness to be progressive. Because the only times it's going to get tight is the residential roads. Yeah. Otherwise, right now, the only reason there's traffic over here is because of the temporary traffic light. If fair enough, if it was a busy time like the close to school run, it can get a little bit busier. But if you think about Harrow Road, where you live, the school run there compared to the school run here, which one do you think will be busier? Harrow Road, 100%, yeah. So it's nowhere near Harrow Road school run, yeah. School rush in Harrow Road compared to here is way different. You'll see it anyway. I mean, we're gonna get close to 3 o'clock. Yeah. We'll see what it looks like. What time is your test?
12:40.
Yeah. So again, it's nowhere near school rush. It's gonna be lunchtime. We're close to sort of some lunchtime rush, but not as significant as school morning rush and school rush at the end. Dun, 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 dun. What's your concerns right now?
Cars from the left joining in.
Okay, and what about yourself?
Rolling back.
Okay, so get your preparation from now. Don't be afraid to accelerate more. You could accelerate it there more, yeah? And it really would have prevented you from potentially stalling. Keep on going. Let's make progress now. They got red light. We got the green. We got to go. We want to make progress. Alright, so yeah, obviously the temporary traffic light held us up a little bit there. Slow it down. Just, again, less pace, less speed. Keep it steady. So we're going to come out to a traffic light soon. When we get to the traffic light, you're going to turn left. And then the important part comes in. You're going to go roundabout straight on, roundabout left. It's a double mini roundabout. Each mini roundabout you treat separately. I'm going to give you one tip. Always be in the most appropriate lane to go where you want to go.
you say straight on and then left?
Yes, straight on and then left. I'm going to see how you do this without me helping you too much. I've already given you a big tip already. I want to see what you do. Just at this next traffic light, you're just going to go left. Okay. Then you got to think about the direction that's given you. Already good in luck. Well, not luck, I don't believe in luck, but I'll explain to you in a second why.
Because normally there'll be parked cars.
Yes. Have you seen it in some of the videos?
No, it's because I know from petrol station.
Okay, good. Perfect. Now, you actually did exactly what is ideal, and ideal is that there's no parked cars obstructing you. What happens is students, they do exactly well, not opposite, but they go into the right lane because they're trying to avoid the parked car, but they don't go back over, and then they go straight on at the first roundabout and they get stuck at the next roundabout thinking, oh, hold on, the left lane is left only. Did you see it? Did you see the
yeah.
Slow it down, use the full brake, slow it down.
Because it just makes sense to be on the left.
Yeah, slow it down a bit more. Alright, let's go check out the infamous double mini roundabout as well. Watch out for your curb on the left, please. Now, most people, even if there's no parked cars, or even if there's a parked car, whatever, they're forced to go in the right lane due to parked cars. They stay in the right lane, and as they come up to the second roundabout, they try to change lanes on the roundabout, but there's a car adjacent to them behind them. They beep, or the examiner touches their steering wheel, or touches the foot brake or whatever, and they fail their test. We was happy to see that there was no parked cars for us.
But if there were, we'd have just had to go right and then
move back over straight away in good time. Yeah. Honestly, it's not a difficult roundabout. It's just because of parked cars, people get thrown off a lot. Alright, just keep on going for now. Alright, so this road, I call it Forest Road. You're going to see further up. It's 20 at the moment. It's a nice 20 stretch at the moment. So it's nice, comfortable. It does get to a 30 stretch, but even then, on the 30, on the road, even at 30, there's going to be places where it's 20 miles an hour because of the few double bends and stuff. You see it anyway. You can see how foresty it's getting now. I call it Forest Road. It's a forest road. What's relevant about this section of the road is you got 30 miles an hour, but doing 20 max, 20 on the double bends. I want you to go right slip and tell me how you're going to go right slip.
Right slip?
Yeah. When you see the sign, so it's basically the divorced double mini. That's what we're coming up to now. The divorced double mini. At the end of each of this road, we could call it the forest road, the whole road. One side is the divorced double mini. The other side connects to the married double mini. So, right slip, first say it, see it, say it. See it, say it.
high slip, straight on, then second exit.
Yeah,
right?
straight on and then second exit. So straight on, as you said. The second exit is either also straight on or a right. We could consider a right. A bit cheeky from you there. Signal right. You should have been a bit more nicer to the maroon Ford Focus, yeah? Don't be hasty, man, yeah? It's a bit iffy for me. I wouldn't fail you in a mock test, but it was a bit iffy for me. So look, we're going to be signalling right to turn right. You could also consider it straight on. Okay, don't rush yourself. Don't pull out too much. Okay, look out for any potential nice shields that you're missing out on. Any shield that's coming up? Okay. Cool. That wasn't bad. Technically, that silver car ended up waiting for us, and it gives us a good opportunity to go because the other car thought that they were still coming, but then they ended up stopping as well. So not too bad. So straight, fairly simple, right?
Yeah.
Straight on and then right. Again, it gets busy, so that's what gets it a little bit challenging for most people. Yeah. Slow it down. Take a right into the petrol station. Really slow. Really slow. Really slow. Even slower. Even slower. Alright, really slow. And we're gonna come back out here, so don't park. Okay? Go in. Go round. Go slow. Stop here for a second if you need to. Go back to one. Just do it slowly because you're going way too fast.
Yeah.
Just straighten up the wheel for a sec. Bit to left. Just a bit to left. That's it. Go forward. Bit to left. No, left. That's it. Go forward. Bit left. There you go. That's it. Go forward. There was a nice gap in the middle as well, yeah?
Oh, yeah,
we could have utilised, yeah? It's alright. Keep on going. Take a left. Turning left. And there was a gap right over here as well. I actually wanted to do either the middle or that one, but it doesn't really matter. You chose the hardest place to go. Yeah, could have had it. It's fine. I mean, if you didn't feel comfortable going, then obviously don't go. But generally, there are good gaps that you are slightly, maybe potentially hesitating for. But at the end of the day, go for it when it's comfortable for you to go. There will always be a gap. You just got to take it in good time. Now, go. It's just a little bit iffy because you can see how tight it's going to be when you come out as well, yeah? And you did slightly affect the speed of his vehicle. Just don't rush it, don't haste it. I think there was a big gap behind him anyway, to be honest with you. Pinner, have a look at signs for Pinner. See it?
Straight on.
Straight on, yeah? Good. Now, again, the second one you can also consider right as well, yeah? Have a good look, make a good decision. So straight on, and then again, the second one, look, you see how they're signalling right? That's the black car and the blue car didn't, yeah?
Yeah.
So we could also consider right, I would consider it right, just to be extra definitive. You could also argue it's straight on. Alright. Any questions about those entrances that we just did?
No, I think it's just practice.
Okay, cool. Let's go to some of the large roundabouts and do it from different entrances. What did we call this road?
Forest Road.
Yeah, Forest Road. Yeah, you can see why it's a bit foresty. Trees on one side, on both sides. Maximum speed limit of 20 on some of the double bends. Don't hit the curb on my left. A lot of people end up hitting this curb. Take a left. So this could be a route on the way back to test centre. A lot of people end up hitting this curb on my left. Okay. Tight spot here. Go nice and easy. A lot of people could come out their driveways, reversing out or going forward out. A lot of people could be stopped on the road in front of us. Keep it nice and steady. It's windy, bendy, a few brows that might you might come across. It can get challenging when there's a parked car on this side of the road, because you can get, look, you get one now.
Yeah.
So now you got to make sure they're checking your mirror signaling, and unfortunately there's a junction adjacent to it, so there could be a car poking out right now. You could get fast cars coming. Don't rush it. No, trust me. Don't rush it. Trust me. As much as intimidating she is, she's not going to crash into your car. She's not going to crash her own car, yeah? Is there anything that you could have done anything different or better?
Maybe if I'd seen it earlier, just stop.
But then, like, it was difficult in general because we obviously checked our mirrors and signalled. We can only see as far forward as we can until she appears from the brow. Point being is, you can't like in that scenario. I don't think you could have done anything better to help her out. What do you think she should have been doing just to help herself out? Yeah, she's seen us already coming out. We can't do anything else to help her out. Does that make sense? Yeah. She's in a rush to pick up whatever she should pick up or do wherever she's going. Take it right. As long as we did the right effort in doing what we need to do correctly, that's it. Don't put yourself in a detrimental situation because you feel rushed or feel like you have to be hasty because of somebody else. Now here, think about it. Where can they pull in for you?
They can't.
Can they? Can they?
Or they can go
They can, yeah. What about the learner?
Probably just.
Okay, so you can help him out anyway. Fine. Stop right here. Leave yourself an out. Leave yourself an out. What if I'm looking out for Jane? Yeah. Let people know I want to come back out. That's a test. Yeah. That's another test coming up. Okay.
Should I go?
Well, you decide. I want you to make the decision. Your examiner's not going to tell you. Are they helping you?
Yeah.
Good. That's it. Was it the end of the world, was it?
No.
Cool. Take the next left. Right. We don't need to be hasty. The WEB, the learner in front, they can wait for us because it's our right of way. We just got to concentrate on our road, yeah? You're coming a little bit wide here. Just pause for a moment. Just pause. Just physically pause. There you go. Come on. Take your time. It's good that we're practicing because I want you to make sure you get your nerves together with these roads. Are we good? There you go. If Saeed can do it here, can you do it here as well?
Maybe.
Yeah. Nah. Don't say maybe. Come on. You actually did better in the mock test compared to Saeed. I don't think Saeed passed any mock test. I think he might have passed one. But still. Okay, you guys are friends, and that's what I'm saying. There, as in competition-wise, are we going to be nice to that red mini? Can you see the mini?
Yeah.
Let's just be nice to the red mini. And if the mini decides to pull in on the right side, we can help out the red, and we can then go. Otherwise,
another mini bar.
Yeah. Okay. Just go. You're committed. You go. Yeah. It's like unless right now they're still facing you in the middle, then you could have pulled in there. Yeah. Slow it down. Go slower. That learner needs to go a bit slower. She's kind of a bit hasty there. Yeah. You see what the mistakes that she just did there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
She came out a bit too fast. She sort of appeared from nowhere, kind of thing. No one appears from nowhere, but my point was like. She came out a little bit too fast. She needs to peep and creep. She's obviously feeling maybe a little bit nerves or something. Maybe her judgment was a bit poor there. But did you feel like she was going to go into us?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, innit? Just have a look at the potential mistakes that other people are making so we can avoid such mistakes in our tests ourselves. You can see how difficult it is to see what's coming up
So
from the
like
bottom
on
of the brow.
bends like that, you just have to take it slow.
Just take it slow, man. Yeah, I mean, really, just take as much time as you need. It's like no one's going to rush yourself apart from yourself. Yeah, when there's a busy time, there's going to be pressure for other cars or other people around you. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's your money, it's your pocket, it's your test. You want to do whatever you got to do. Does that make sense to say to you?
Yeah.
As much as the pressure of the world that you might have on your shoulders or your feet or your eyes or your whatever, or your hands or your mind or your heart, you're most likely not going to see these people again, ever. Yeah. So it's not the end of the world if they wait for 10 seconds of their life or 1 second of their life or even a minute of their life. Does that make sense, yeah?
Yeah.
You're never going to see them again. So you should always sort of bear that in mind. If that kind of helps me in a sense that, but if I'm never going to see them again, why am I going to cry about it? You get what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
Have a look. So I wouldn't go until I get closer, until I get a good look. Don't go wide though, yeah? I would even come in even slower, just out of cautiousness, yeah? Okay, we've been down here from the opposite side, now we're going back up this side, yeah?
Oh, is the test centre down that way?
Yeah. The test centre, we just passed it, yeah? Where that car came out from, that learner car came out from slightly, went into us, that's where the test centre was.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it back in the video anyway. Hopefully I get to upload it for you. Take a right. Now this T-junction can get busy. This T-junction is slightly slopey. This T-junction can be a situation where you might need to drive a little bit unconventionally. Okay, see and be seen. Yeah, take a good opportunity. We're good. We're really good at the moment. Alright, do you remember that 4 exit roundabout I said that we did before?
That you have to move
over. You've got to move over, yeah? Now, you've got to move over as if you're exiting the 3rd exit, yeah?
Okay.
Because it's very difficult. Watch out for the man. No, slow down. No, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Just move away from him, though, yeah? Because like, I don't think he was paying attention too much to how much space.
What, the guy there?
No, the big truck.
Oh.
How much space he potentially needed, because he had two wide buses that he's going round. So he was actually speeding up to do so as well. So I was worried that you was gonna just speed up, or that you was actually speeding up, not necessarily paying attention to how much he could then encroach or might need to encroach last time. Does that make sense? Yeah. Again, if you look back at the video, you see what I was talking about. Just keep it nice and steady. Keep it gentle and steady. Yeah, it's going to be the right full exit. Don't block the road on the left. If we want to, no, come on. We can be a little bit nice to them. Why? Because there's only one car. Traffic's barely moving in front of us, yeah? It wouldn't be the end of the world for us to sort of just give him way a little. If that was you coming out, would you want someone to give you way?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'd be nice, isn't it, yeah? Traffic's not barely moving, so it's just, it shows a little bit of courtesy. I mean, it's not a big deal anyway. And we don't want to block the junction on the left anyway as well. Right, so it's going to be right 4th exit, yeah? Remember, we've got to change lanes as if we're going to go into the 3rd exit, but we're not. Let me know what you're doing. You decide, okay? Yeah, there was potential. Yeah, okay. That's it. Hard work's done. Now look, count. Don't accelerate hard. Trust me, don't accelerate hard. Are you counting? Yeah. Remember my comments about how to go over to the 4th exit. 2, and then move over as if you're going to the 3rd. Move over as if you're going to the 3rd. You could have moved over even more. Yeah, because if you look behind you now, can you see the BMW? Yeah. Try and move over even more. Yeah, because you're like moving over but still lingering in the right lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back and do the 3rd exit this time, though. Yeah. So I want you to take the next available right coming up. It's going to be after the island. You can see the informal crossing. Get closer to the informal crossing. It's going to be right at the informal crossing. And there's a nice filter turn space that you can put yourself in. So you put yourself in that square. Square yourself in the box. Can you see the empty space? You're still delaying yourself to go. Straighten yourself out now. Straighten yourself out. Straighten yourself out. So you don't affect the smart car. You've overshot your turn a lot though, yeah? Can you see, yeah?
Yeah.
And the indicator's no longer there as well, yeah?
Oh.
You've got to make sure the indicator. 2 things. You shouldn't be so concerned. Oh, careful. Careful. You should have made that decision to go, because right now it's very tight. He's telling you to go, yeah? Keep going. Yeah. Now look, don't panic. Do they have bigger gaps than you?
Yeah.
Take a right. Don't overshoot your turn. Don't overshoot your turn. Where are you going to stop?
Yeah.
Right here. Don't go any further forward then. Yep. Okay, you're gone. Stay committed until you feel like you to pull up again. Just be careful about how close you get to the parked cars on your right. Come on, you're good. Have a good breather. You're alright. A little bit more my side would be nicer because you're very close to your side. Alright, just watch out for our gentleman here. Take a right at the end of the road. Now look, don't be distracted with the cars on the left. Realistically, your concentration is really now cars on your right. It's queuing traffic. You're not going to get a gap up. Look, someone might be helping you out. Look, what they're doing. They're turning. There's a good chance to just block one lane. Now look, block one lane. Now look at the lady. If she is nice to you, she's going to let you go. You see that, yeah? Don't rush it though, yeah? Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. When you've blocked one lane on the right side, you've done it. You've blocked it, yeah? It's cool. The other lane, you just got to get the same sort of permission or get someone to be nice to you like that. She's looked at us, she's like smiled at us, said, "It's all right, learner. We'll help you out. I was a learner too one day." Roundabout, right, third exit. Third exit. Make good decisions. If they're not coming towards you already, they won't come, yeah? But get closer to see, because it's very difficult to see from where you're positioned. Even if you need to get a little bit closer.
After them.
Well, get a bit closer, because some of these guys are turning. Can we go?
Yeah.
Alright, look. 1, 2. As you pass 2, literally physically move over. But time your signal, because he might think you're going there, yeah? Does that make sense, yeah?
So it's a signal a bit
no, signal a bit later, because your signal was just as you're coming up to 2, yeah? You want to signal as you're passing to the middle point of 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Does that make sense, yeah? Because that bus driver might have thought you were just gonna go into there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Keep on going. Oh, that's right. Let me just, I beg your pardon. We don't want to stop this clip. Alright, we're going to do a hill start as well, yeah?
Okay.
Right, change gears. Can we move away from your parked cars on your right, please? Because you're very close to them. If you look at your side door mirrors, it will show you how close you are, really, yeah?